Okay. Previously on Dragon Ball.
God damn it.
I want to say X-Men. I fucked that up. I fucked it up. I quit.
Dragon. Watch the dragon.
Game's over.
I'm leaving.
Game's over. Nice game.
And the GM has lost the ball. The players are on roller skates.
So
and
anyways,
everything is gone sideways.
anyway.
Good night.
TZ.
Let's
Rory
start.
over. Rory over.
Start over. Okay, start over.
So last time, you guys just literally, I think we ended with her orc mage. That's part of her crew. Literally just blew up the guards that were in your way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
And you guys, you get to her ship now, and she goes, "Take a look at my beautiful ship. She's called the Bitch Queen."
Was that name a choice when you were sober?
She just kind of looks at you and goes, "Shogoth, I kind of like you, so don't piss me off."
Is it named after somebody in particular?
Well, it's not often somebody says they like me, so I'll take that under advisement.
Or it's bad luck to change the name of a ship.
So,
Well, it's better than the ball eater.
she goes,
Damn it, I hate it when I have to. Great, I have to agree with the freaking
Beatrice just tries to hold his straight face and goes, "It's a lovely name." Just tries to force a smile.
Look at them long arms. Or yard arms,
Yeah,
whatever you call them.
What are you doing with your face? That looks unnatural.
she's got a bunch of crewmates that are running around. She goes, "Quit your lollygagging and hurry up. We got to get out of here." She looks at Akashi and goes, "You help them get those crates on board the ship."
He doesn't even hesitate. He gets to work helping everybody load shit up because he knows they have to get the hell out of here.
And normally this stuff would be no issue for you because of your strength, but you've also been running around all day. So make an athletics check.
Athletics check.
All of us are just.
She mainly singled him out because he's freaking huge.
Oh, fair enough.
Come on, Dan.
Are there any rats or anything on the ship?
Any what?
Any rats?
It's highlighted on your
besides.
So are you actually asking her that, or are you asking that in a general question about?
That's just a general question to the GM.
No, probably not.
Oh wow, that is a beautiful.
You mean besides the pet rats that you and I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, so yeah, you don't have any issues helping them get the crates on. You're a bit sore, but you still just power through it.
Huzzah!
Pain is temporary, glorious forever.
So everybody gets on board the ship, and she takes out that flask of water that you guys acquired from the Temple of Lashes. She opens it up and she pours it on the figurehead on the front of the ship, which is it basically is a statue of a mermaid wearing a pirate hat.
Huh.
Nice hat.
And then her crew gets the ship going, and then you start pulling out of the bay. As you're just about getting towards like the very edge of the city, some of you kind of notice off the side, just standing on the docks, looking at the ship. You see the old grizzled guard captain from earlier, standing there smoking a cigar.
Oh, duck!
And he notices a couple of you, and he just starts clapping.
Slowly peek up, slowly wave.
He does not give a fuck.
I give a bow.
I flip him off.
I just lean against the box, whistling nonchalantly.
Datris looks through his tobacco and stuff and knows that he's smoking one of his cigars and goes, "You son of
I doubt me flipping him off is gonna piss him off because he, like you said, he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. Like he made it kind of obvious earlier that he doesn't really give a shit about his job. He's just doing his job.
Right.
Besides, what's he going to do? Try to summon up a ship?
No,
Yeah.
least he can do is offer us
the
the cigar.
DM.
Matt, don't give the GM ideas.
He
you
can't
gotta-
follow
you-
us, not for at least a
you're-
good 24 hours.
Yeah.
I hate you.
So, yeah. So you do notice as you're getting further away, it looks like somebody dressed like they're important had run up to him and started yelling at him, and he just threw him in the ocean.
I already know you, fool.
They're gone. I can't catch them, you jackass. All right, so you guys are now currently out to sea, and we will play some music.
Yeah.
Let's see. It goes, well, now that we're actually safe, I guess we can take the moment for introductions, if you'd like.
Actually, I think we did very quick introductions already.
I can't remember.
I think she recognized Shogoth and Dax mentioned his father, but
Yeah,
I know
that's-
I
you're
mentioned
right,
myself
yeah.
by full name too, so.
okay. That's more. Okay, never mind. So it's more like, let's see. She asks if anyone knows how to fish.
I assume that's a nature thing.
The general that would be that would be survival, wouldn't it?
Most, yes.
Yeah, that's
can't
true
even-
too.
I can't quite remember her name. What was her name?
Calamity Kid.
Okay.
Kid is spelled with
I
two
have
Ds.
a plus 0.
Should I just call her kid?
Datris goes, I know how to ice fish, and I may know a thing or two about fishing. I've never tried it before.
I state that I could try calling a fish.
She just kind of sighs, scratches her head, and calls over one of her crewmates who kind of drag Gash, Nikki, and Datris off and give you both fishing rods and explain what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't know if I can catch a fish, but I certainly could tuna fish.
What should I do for
Anyway,
Just
Train.
Datris and Gash both make survival checks.
survival?
I got +4, so I'm good.
There we go.
Datris does okay, but Gash, Nikki, you think he might be, you have a theory that he might be using his druid powers or something because he's catching a lot more fish than you.
Oh dear. Well,
And Datris just talks to himself, goes, slow and steady wins the race. Cheaters never win. Cheaters never win. Stupid.
hate to tell you this. Hate to tell you this, white hair, but cheaters do win. That's why they cheat.
Oh, I know what you're
Is
talking
that why you're
about.
still single?
Cheaters only win until you smash their fingers.
Cheaters
I know what
only
you're
win,
talking
except
about.
when
I
it
just
comes to
have an
ball guys.
affinity.
Okay, that's the second time I had to agree with the lizard. I do like smashing people's fingers. Damn it! Stop making me agree with you. Damn it!
He just winks, points at his head, and then walks away.
He's just getting a big grin while doing the eye wink wiggle.
So
Just because I'm a kobold doesn't mean I'm an idiot.
just as a reminder about certain things out of character, in case anyone wants to question her about anything, but obviously, you guys know that she actually used the katana in the fight, which isn't really even though Akashi managed to get a hold of one, they're not that common on that continent. And Beatrice, I mentioned this to you before, Zareth, that your character, after taking time to stop and relax, will probably have noticed that that wanted poster of her is from like 20 years ago, and she still looks exactly the same, even though she's a human.
I know, and when he hits that fact, he looks at the sheet, looks at her, looks at the sheet, looks at her. She aged like fine wine. But when he's done fishing, I think he's gonna take time to go talk to her in a cabin and ask her the big questions, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So he walks into the cabin, holds his father's notebook and her journal, and kind of.
You might want to talk a little louder, by the way.
You might want to get your microphone.
So he goes to the cabin, holds his father's notebook, and tabbles his fingers and goes, "So, what can you tell me about my father?"
And by the way, while you're in here, you do notice that the orc mage is with her.
Probably her second command.
Yeah. You ask about your father?
Yeah.
He goes, well, Aiden was a interesting fellow. I mainly know him because we've went treasure hunting a few times together. Though he seemed to be obsessed with finding some kind of weird artifact with kind of an oxymoronic name. I can't remember what it was. And the orc goes, I believe it was called the Bright Darkness.
Light darkness.
Yeah, he seemed to believe that it would somehow bring peace to the world or something, but I don't really know anything about it.
Can't argue with that.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
He says in his thick accent, can't argue
No,
about
again,
that.
it's not that your accent's thick. You need to get closer to your microphone.
All right.
We're having a hard time
Okay,
hearing you.
so I can't argue about that. Did he leave any clues behind? Where he went, where he was looking, where he went to go researching?
Well, last I heard, he was heading towards the continent of Azora, which is where we're going right now. Since kind of burnt all the bridges back there in that city.
Ooh, well, hopefully.
I mean, I could go back to Freeport, but it's so boring. There's too many other pirates there.
He looks as no explanation. It's gonna be. So, Azura, any place in Pacific or just Azura?
Azora, not Azura.
Azura. Yeah. That's right.
Well, first thing we're going to be heading to is the... Oh, shoot, hold on. I cannot remember the name of the city off the top of my head. The port town of Nazarad is where we're heading first, because it's really the only gateway into the continent. There's not a whole lot of other port towns. Most of the other ones are just small fishing villages without a proper area to dock a boat of this size.
Right.
You might be able to ask about him when we reach there. There's a decent amount of trade that happens there. There's a lot of people that come and go there all the time.
did he leave anything behind with you that could be a clue? Anything like that?
Not really, because I didn't care where he was going.
Fair
At
enough.
least she's
He
on
was
it.
going inland, which is not where pirates go.
No, it's too poor for wall breaking. But I was gonna say, well, I knew this one pirate that went with a necromancer into the.
Yeah, don't reference the other campaign in the middle of this campaign.
as tempting as it is, don't do it.
There's
Okay,
always land pirates.
And sand pirates.
And ice
Okay,
pirates.
okay.
But they're the pirates that are rough and coarse and get everywhere.
We always have to make that reference.
Yes.
We're the pirates that are dyslexic, that sail on land and fear the sea. Anyways, so yeah, if that's all the information she can give, he's going to bid her a good day and leave her to work and just go see how Bert's doing.
See how what? Oh,
Bert.
Bert. Okay.
When the opportunity presents itself, Akashi addresses her respectfully, of course, and asks her where she learned to use the katana, like who trained her.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna assume that you probably caught her when she was just walking around.
Without it, like
what-
not interrupting or anything.
Yeah, looking around, and she goes, "Oh, you're asking about my katana, the demon's horn." She says, "Yeah, well, it was given to me as a gift for helping some people over on Azora out." She kind of looks at you for a second and goes, "You've actually never been there, have you?"
I don't think that character has.
But she goes, "That's the homeland of your kind, but just the way you carry yourself, you don't remind me of them in any way."
If I was there, it was a long time ago.
He goes, "Yeah, I helped them deal with some pirates that kept attacking the port town, and they."
I examined the katana.
Says, "I don't see why not," and she unsheaths it and hands it to you.
Is anything interesting or unusual about it?
Well, this is something you did notice before, is that the actual blade itself is dark red. It's got like a weird look to it. Like, it doesn't seem like it's been forged out of something that was naturally red, but there's just like a weird tint to it. Roll what would this be?
History, insight.
Arcana.
Insight.
I don't have much on insight.
Yeah, you know that there's something different about it, but you can't place your finger on it, and you just kind of feel like you're straining your brain trying to figure it out.
He gives a few swings with it, making careful not to hit anything, but just testing the weight and everything, and then hands it back to her.
She goes, "It is fine craftsmanship. I know it's magical, but I'm not sure what they did to it exactly. Never seen a red blade before. At least not from that part of the world. I know that some of the people in the Land of the Serpent have made red-bladed weapons, but they use a very specific material that's not available in Azora."
Are we getting into the plot of Red Steel?
No comment on that.
It's the Daikatana.
Oh God, please no.
Means big sword.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just-
Take you, Deadlock.
Kiwami means extreme.
Can we drop the?
The
Okay,
team.
enough references and innuendos. Moving on.
So that. Any other questions, or is that it for Akashi?
I guess that's it for now.
Right. Yeah, and I'm going to specify that most of the characters in the party who have heard of it, the people in the Land of the Serpent do have like a special way of crafting weapons, that they use sometimes, that makes something they call blood iron. But it's it's not. That's not what that sword is. You could tell by looking at it.
So it's obviously crafted some different way.
Well, either that or the enchantment. The enchantment itself might be what makes it look like that, but you don't know. Anybody else have anything they want to inquire about or whatever?
Yeah, I was gonna check on Bird, and then
He's not the sharpest katana.
I'm just gonna say before we go back to Datris, anyone else, because no offense there, but other people need to have a turn if they're interested in anything.
okay, that's fair.
Mostly, I just want to remember, since she recognized me, I was going to ask Al Game, do I particularly remember her, or is that something I choose to do?
Let's roll perception.
Perception. Good. Character sheet. Where are you? There you are. Perception. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like you, her face looks familiar, and you know that you probably got paid by her to do something at some point when you were in Freeport, but you're just drawing a blank trying to remember what it was.
Well, you know what? Since you asked, I just go up to it and just ask her directly. When was the last time we met?
Says, I think it was about 2 years ago.
What was the job?
Some lowlife at a tavern had pickpocketed something from me, and you knew your way around town better than any of us did, so you were able to track him down and recover the item.
Oh. Well, glad it worked out well. I
think you said something about stabbing him in the liver. I can't remember.
Well, I do like stabbing there. Just ask Nikki. She's seen a couple of my victims.
Oh,
Well, Nikki's not a she, but
Hey, sorry. Well, even though I'm still drawing a blank, I'm glad it worked out for both of us then.
yes, not a problem, Shogoth.
And I'm probably oblivious to a lot of this stuff being discussed. If I'm like,
Yeah,
fishing
Thrak has nothing to do with this. Matter of fact, since he's got probably next to nothing to do, Thrak is going to start just making a little cobalt nest up in the rat's nest.
I'm gonna just say,
Just occasionally you see him coming down, grabbing a few things, and then heading back up.
I'm not cleaning up after him.
so after you do this for a little bit, you're just sitting there relaxing, and all of a sudden you feel something bop you on the head. You look down and you see that there's a spyglass sitting next to you, and that must have been what you felt hit you in the head. And you're pretty positive somebody must have chucked it up here at you.
he doesn't care. He just takes it and starts looking around.
Yeah, you do hear Calamity say, if you're gonna make yourself at home up there, the least you can do is keep a lookout.
Aye, Captain.
Well, he's quick. Well, he's awfully quick to take orders.
He likes it up here. It's a nice little cozy spot, and he can just peek out and look around once in a while.
So make a perception check.
Oh boy,
Correct.
he might not be the one for this. Let me double check. Actually, he is a paladin, so maybe he won't be the worst. No, perception? No, never mind. That's a 0.
Doesn't mean you couldn't roll high anyhow. Oh. So
The sky is blue.
you're looking around. You're looking around to see if you just spot anything important, and you just get catch sight of something and get really distracted, and you're like, and it's just like you see something that looks like a really big bird, and you're just mystified by this thing, trying to figure out what it is, and just like after about like watching this thing for like about 10 minutes, you realize it slowly starts to sink in that what you're looking at is basically like a griffin, except the front half of its body is a seagull instead of an eagle.
What's the bottom half?
Okay.
Are those beach cats?
No, it's like a regular griffin, except the front part's a seagull.
Is it smaller or larger than normal?
It's about the same size. It's a thing you wouldn't want to just suddenly fly over here and start pecking you, more or less.
A single griffin!
That's called a gulfin. It won't bother us as long as you don't got anything shiny sitting around.
Oh, don't worry. Well, you don't have to
Somebody
worry.
looks around at the rest of the crew. Shiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you have to worry about the seagull seeing it. The little lizard's gonna probably grab it before it does.
I
Depends.
pull my cloak closed so all the locks and whatnot on my chest don't really
No shinies
attract
for you.
attention.
The captain says there's 3 things Gulfins care about: food, trash, and shiny things. I don't understand the trash. I understand the other 2.
They're kind of dumb birds, aren't they? I say
They're
that
pretty much like really big seagulls. So yes, dumb birds.
One man's trash is another bird's food.
or bird griff in this case.
Yeah, it's really weird when you randomly get attacked by a gulfin because it doesn't like that you touched a balled up piece of paper.
Thank you for the 12 months, though.
I got a subscription. Apparently, Aaron just updated.
I think
Oh,
I think you posted that in the wrong thing. You posted it in the Roll20 chat.
I did that on purpose,
Oh.
Oh,
so they can see it on the stream.
ow.
Oh, okay.
I also
All
shared
right.
I had my intentions, but yes. So I see a seagull griffin, and just duck down and stay down for a few minutes, but still keep looking around.
Right. He goes, if you want to see something really interesting, you might want to look to the north.
Looks to the north.
You see, takes you a second to figure out what it is that she's pointing out, but you do see a spot of the water where it's like glowing red, like something from the sea floor is just radiating light all the way up to the surface.
Slowly stands up and tries to get a better look at it, but assumably he can't really get much higher.
You can get a good look at it. It's just that she had to literally had to point it out for you because you got distracted. Like most people would have noticed it, but you rolled so poorly on perception that the big glowing red thing didn't catch your attention.
I'm gonna be honest, I was half expecting him when he's looking at that big bird to turn out to just be a seagull right in front of him.
Ah!
She says, that light's coming from something known as the Sea Forge. It's where cursed Captain Shark-Eye Flint resides. The reason we had to get that enchantment for the boat.
Goes wide-eyed for a moment. Anybody actually go down there to look?
Not anyone with a brain that I know of.
Hmm.
I don't know about you, but I don't have much interest in going down to a place inhabited by an unkillable undead pirate captain.
Just because undead doesn't mean unkillable.
Oh no, no. Well,
I can't believe I just heard the lizard say that.
you might be able to kill him, but he won't stay dead. He's cursed by the sea goddess.
Oh.
It's punishment for him foolishly stealing treasure from one of her temples. The gods don't take kindly to you taking their things.
No, I don't think so either. Shrugs. Well, tough for him.
And you just
Just continue to slowly scan around.
you're just like moments later, you kind of notice that there's another ship nearby, and you all of a sudden see something rising up out of the water.
Spyglass
there's
and watch.
Oh no.
You see a large dragon turtle with a pirate ship mounted on its back come out of the water.
Sweet.
And you're pretty you don't know how, but you can hear this, but somehow from this far away, you're pretty positive you hear people in the other boat screaming in terror.
I think I just saw a boat attached to a giant turtle attack another ship.
Yeah.
My eyes go wide. I'm like,
Did you?
me!
Okay, lizard. Did you drink something before you got up there?
Yes, water.
No, like he's got a better he's got a better view of it, but you pretty much all can see this to some extent because it's a dragon.
Oh, darn.
Well, it's a dragon turtle, but it's like a small island just came out of the ocean with a ship on its back.
Yeah. Seconds later, though, all of a sudden, like a large field of fog just covers the area where that is, and you can't see what else is happening.
Other than
Oh.
maybe some panicked noises before everything goes strangely quiet, I assume.
She goes, well, that was unlucky for them. Normally, you get the fog before the ship actually appears.
Oh
before the
my!
dragon turtle appears, or the ship?
Normally the fog appears before the boat, which is attached to this turtle.
That
Oh,
dragon turtle means the captain himself is there. It's usually not him in person.
huh.
So yeah, money well spent.
Well,
we
we
keep him?
avoided that.
She's obviously talking about the enchantment.
Yeah.
Enchantment.
I wonder if you could talk to one of them things.
Talks to which one of what things?
The dragon turtle. Like Gaseous Nikki is like intrigued by the idea that such a large reptile like that could exist. I don't think he's seen anything like that quite.
Yeah, the orc wizard comments that, well, it is a dragon. They tend to be intelligent, so it can probably talk.
Stories it would tell.
I
Yes,
saw
I
a
may-
ship, I sank it.
I imagine the ocean floor is quite lovely.
No, I won't break the fourth wall on that.
Well, you said it was a
I'll just
dragon,
take
so it
your
doesn't
word
have a
on it.
treasure down there.
Probably.
The
We can
orc
get that treasure.
the orc mage goes, if he has a treasure, it's most likely in the Sea Forge. And as we've already said, that's not advisable.
I wonder how they keep it lit if it's forged. What do they make down there?
Apparently sea turtles. Or dragon turtles.
No one knows for sure, but the one time that his men attacked us, they were saying something about needing souls for the forge.
Oh,
Oh, that don't sound good.
no, it does not. That's a pity. I would have liked to go see this forge, talk to a dragon turtle. But if they're gonna be so nasty, why? I don't think I want anything to do with them.
And at this point, the captain looks at the orc mage and says, "Hey Zeb, how about you go make dinner? It's getting about that time." Goes, "All right, there's enough fish here." Just picture an orc that kind of talks like Lurch from the Addams Family.
Start setting back downstairs, cook.
Okay. So Datrus is checking on Bert.
Right.
He's just kind of leaning against one of the bows of the ship, and is he's got a bottle. I think if I remember correctly, the captain gave him a bottle of rum last time to try and calm him down. I think he's still got that bottle, and he's taking sips from it every now and then.
You all right?
Goes about as all right as it can be. It's nice to see some daylight outside of that shit heap of a town.
You know what always cheers me up?
He kind of looks at you like, "Are you really doing this?"
Yeah.
A game of gambling. Let's go swindle the kobolds.
Oh, are you sure you want to try this?
Actually, I am sure because you guys are the most fun ones here.
He goes, What kind of gambling?"
You know, 5 Dragon Ante.
Is that a card game?
Yeah, it's a card game.
Well, I don't know, but I guess I can learn. I don't got anything better to do.
So, Datrus is gonna pull out find a deck of cards and then go find the kobolds.
Well, you know where Thrak is.
Yeah, Thrak. It's like,
Hey,
Thrak!
by the way, if Tom ever wanted up there, he's more than welcome to join them scouting out stuff.
Picture one kobold has the spyglass the right way and the other one has the other one backwards.
They're off in the distance.
Those birds look really, really far away. Lowers the spyglass. Oh, they're closer now.
Yeah, you okay, so you find Tom just kind of like sitting next to a crate nearby, and you notice he seems to be eating something. And you look at him for a moment, and you realize he's got a sandwich that is literally bread, a fish, and a piece of cheese. He has not skinned the fish; he's just eaten the fish.
Oh dear.
Erin's AFK, but she's not part of this scene, so we can keep going.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Oh, Tom, would you like to play a game with your kobold buddy?"
Yes. Game? I love games. Except for when my parents play games on me. That's always weird. Assholes.
Especially that game my uncle used to make me play.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
Check out. Nope.
He goes, sure, I'll play a game.
and he finds a deck of cards and he puts the Cobalt one in for another, and he looks for Thak. Hey Thak, you want to play a game?
Kind of looks around for a moment. I guess I can take a break.
Just picture him sliding down the pole.
Yeah, he doesn't even use like the ladder at all. He just literally climbs out of the hole at the bottom of the bird's nest, and just slides down with his arm wrapped
Okay.
around the pole.
Make an acrobatics check with advantage.
With advantage.
Okay, yeah, you slide down. You slide down flawlessly, and like a couple feet before you get to the ground, you just let go and land on your feet. Do like a pose.
Well, so much for watching game to see him fall on his head.
You underestimate kobolds.
Just remember to click advantage off so you don't have it turned on
yeah.
later.
So we're gonna play 5 Dragon Antes a game, boys. And the ones you match the pairs and see if most pairs wins.
Okay.
He deals the cards.
Oh, hold on. As you're doing this, you notice Greg walking over. He goes, "Is there a maximum number of players for this game?"
No, pull up a seat.
Greg pulls up a seat and sits down.
Is anyone else joining?
I assume, depending on how big these cards is, the one of them is probably as big as his head. Just about.
I grab a chair and just watch from a distance, see how this plays out.
So I'm going to have to decide how. So this is like an every man for himself kind of game, out of character.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's see. How am I going to determine this?
So just watch.
Like Datris, actually, do you got? You know, the funny thing is, you actually you're like the one person in the party that should actually be helping run the ship, because I realized you're a navigator. I was looking. I was looking to see if you had proficiency with a gaming set, but you don't.
I think it would be funny because Detra's is like, I'm sure the ship will be fine.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh boy.
I mean, realistically, they should have their own navigator since it's you know.
Right. Yeah, very true.
So let's see. For this, I'm going to say, what would this be? Everybody that's playing, which would be Datris, Thrak, and a couple NPCs, make a sleight of hand check.
Interesting.
Not
Nope.
bad.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, well,
Wow.
yeah.
The two NPCs are just gonna. The 3 NPCs are just gonna roll 20s on their own. The dexterity guy did the worst.
Oddly enough.
So, Datris obviously wins.
I rolled an 8.
If we were to decide who came and what, Does it matter what order, or would just the winner be the winner took all, basically?
I think it's like winner takes the most and then goes less each way down. Loser gets nothing.
Of course, this is just a practice game, so you guys didn't actually bet any money at the moment.
All right.
So, yeah, Bert did second worst.
Cobalt did better than Greg. He's probably like, I got good cards, see?
I just get to amuse myself watching the lizard lose.
I swear someone's cheating. I'm watching this next time.
Yeah, so Greg says, okay, so I see how this works. Are we going to bet money then?
One goes to pot.
1 gold, you said?
Yeah, 1 gold.
Yeah, everybody, yeah, so
You can do it, yeah.
Yeah, all 5 of you chuck in 1 gold, so it's 5 gold total. I'm actually going to say this is like a winner-take-all kind of thing.
That makes sense. That's usually how it's done.
Yeah, so make your rolls again, and then I'll roll for the NPCs. I'll specify which roll.
Oh, Detritus drew the bad card.
Slightly better. Slightly better.
Slightly better.
This is for Greg, Tom,
Damn.
and Bert. So,
Bert,
Datris and Thrak take a gold off your sheet because Tom just got himself 5 gold. He's like, shiny.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I grabbed Nikki by the collar with my tail.
He goes,
me.
it's all because of me. Lucky sandwich. And he takes another bite out of his freaking fish. And everybody that didn't notice this before has kind of noticed now that he literally just has a raw fish and a piece of cheese slapped in between bread. And he's kind of made a mess all over the table now.
What the hell?
I've
Datris
seen
pulls
strange
out his pipe.
eating banners, but okay.
Takes a flip
my
of the
God.
switch from his tinderbox smoke and goes, next turn.
Yeah, I'm trying one more time. I gotta win one of these.
All right.
That's 1 out of 5 people. I mean, eventually you got.
So is it, everybody's just doing 1 gold again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Is Shogoth just looking on too?
Yeah, like I said, I grabbed you by your collar, pulled you next to me, just watching the game from the side.
Okay.
all right. Roll.
Oh!
Ooh!
Oh,
Oh! When I see Thrak's hand, I just snickered in the back.
Greg.
Oh!
Bert.
Oh!
Jeez.
Oh!
I'm the middle one again.
Okay, so
At least you're the higher middle one instead of the lower.
Thrak, you lose 1 gold. Datris gains 4 gold. Because obviously you can't just count your own gold as being a gained gold.
As soon as the gold gets swiped away, immediately one more time. Ting.
Datris
Bert goes, this isn't working how I thought it was. He kind of glares at Datris and walks away.
Oh, now we're just downing the amount of people.
Yeah, it's Greg and Tom are both still in, but Bert just kind of got irritated and left.
Why don't you go for a round, Nikki?
So I can still.
No, I don't have very much money.
Well, you've seen that's only 1 gold each.
Yeah.
I'll go in
Yeah,
for a hand.
Okay, Thordor's taking Bert's place.
Well,
All right.
not the well. That I thought there was no limit to how many people play. Was there?
So far, so
Yeah, but the more people. Well, I mean, the more people play, the bigger the pool's going to be. But there's also the fact that there's more rolls, so it's more like you're more likely to lose if there's more people.
Right.
You know.
also depends about your deck stat.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah.
What is my
So,
deck
I forget.
stat?
I forget
Yeah.
where is my gold? I forget where that is.
It's down-
just
it's
down
takes
by your
a
equipment.
big-
Might be able to do that though.
Yeah, it just takes a big weaponized pipe and deals.
So who? So just Thordor's joining in, right? I'm making sure before we.
I think Gesh is gonna jump in.
Okay, so we
too.
got 2 NPCs
Yeah,
and
you know-
4 players.
You know what? What the hell?
Oh, jeez.
So right now, every player except Akashi has joined in on this.
Yep.
He's dumb, but he's not an idiot. He knows he knows he's dumb enough not to bother to gamble because he knows he'll lose.
He knows he's gonna get. He knows he's gonna get scammed.
Shuffle the cards.
Okay,
Give me
so
a card.
everybody except Akashi make a sleight of hand check.
Slide it.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus!
That's a
dang
natural 20.
Oh God damn
Damn it!
Oh!
I'm not even gonna bother rolling for Tom and Greg because I'm not giving them bonuses so they can't win. Okay, so
Yours.
yeah, so everybody except Shogoth and Akashi lose 1 gold. Shogoth gains 6 gold
Oh,
Let's
jeez.
see. Let's see.
because there's 7 players.
Yeah, 59, 60.
Alright, so
61,
1
60.
gold. So we lose 1 gold.
You lose 1 gold.
So I'm
So
at 60.
He's frustrated, but at the same time he's seeing more people. Again? Flick.
So what is it the higher number or the lower number?
The highest number wins.
Highest
Highest
number.
number.
Okay.
Yeah, his numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was the 18.
No,
No, 22 down there.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, Shogoth got higher than Datris could have gotten because Datris rolled a natural 20 and Shogoth still won.
Don't play against the tiefling.
That just pulls out his pipe and goes, oh.
You say don't play against a tiefling, immediately the kobold flicks another coin in.
I put another coin in, dude.
I put another coin in.
I put a coin in. All right, boys, get ready to get your asses handed.
Wait, so is everybody just doing 1 coin or you upped it to 2 coins now?
No, 1 coin.
One coin.
One coin.
Gash is still going?
Yep, I'm still
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, Tom's kind of said, yeah, I think I'm going to go eat my food elsewhere. Kind of walks away, and you just see bits of fish falling on the ground as he's walking away.
Oh.
With slight crunching sounds because it's a crunchy fish.
You do suddenly hear Calamity Kid yell, "You better clean that shit up, or I'm going to clean it with your face." Sorry, Captain. He just kind of shoves the rest of the sandwich into his mouth. He looks like a kobold equivalent of a hamster with his cheeks puffed out.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you join us, Captain?
She goes, "I gamble enough without doing actual gambling, thank you."
Fair enough.
3, 2, 1, spin. Son of a... Why? Why, Dice? Why do you hate me so much?
God damn it!
Kevin, there we go.
Let's say that's one
ooh,
goal that I've
I'm
lost
not
again.
even gonna roll for Greg because he can't beat it. He can't beat that roll.
God damn.
So Thordor
That was a
won
lot of
this time.
suck
Yeah.
rolls.
So everybody except Thordor loses 1
One
gold.
gold.
Thordor gains
Yep.
5.
99.
You know, I'm less. You know what? I'm actually not insulted to lose it to a dwarf.
So, anybody up for another round?
But as you're considering playing again, you suddenly hear the dinner bell going off.
Hmm.
Aw.
Well, mates, I suppose we can play a game some other time.
Looks down his 4 lost gold.
Oh, trust me, we'll play again. I gotta get that gold back from the dwarf.
I only won the one time.
Come on, I grabbed Nikki by the collar. Come on, let's go eat.
All right. I get dragged along by Shogoth.
As you just see Shogo just drag him, and he's just on the ground going. I don't even have to do my own walking.
So
They have a very unusual relationship.
I had 100 pieces instead of 99, but I'll make do.
So you guys go below deck, and there is like a small dining hall where everybody just sit at tables, and your whole group pretty much is sitting at one table because there's not enough room at any of the other tables. The rest of the crew is taking up all the other space. And Zeb, the mage / chef, brings your food over. He puts down in front of each one of you, a piece of garlic bread and a bowl of fish stew, which has obviously has fish in it, but it's also got bits of vegetables to give it flavor.
I mean, this is probably the best looking thing I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Tom goes. Tom looks at it and goes, sniffs and goes, "Not enough cheese."
Where's with cold and cheese?
It's more Tom and cheese.
Yeah, I think Greg goes. I think it's just him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, immediately Thrak looks at you like, what about me and cheese? I don't go on about cheese.
I look at Thrak. Okay, then what's your addict?
What's my dict? What?
Addiction, I think, was what he was trying to say.
Yes. I just, I shorter the word to be a bitch.
And you sound like a
chokes on
pervert.
his bread a little bit.
You shouldn't know why to sound like a bitch, but you sound like a pervert. So congratulations. Slow clap.
Oh, I wouldn't get on her bad side, I say around a mouthful of bread. Wait, where am I sitting? Am I between these two?
No, you're kind of you're sitting next to Shogoth, and Thrax on the other side of the table.
Okay.
Like Bert and Thordor are sitting on the same side as Gesh and Shogoth. Everybody else is sitting on like the other side, except Greg's at like one of the ends.
I turn away from Thrak and start digging in my food.
Gotcha.
Then I look back at Nikki and tell him, "Don't stuff all your food down. You're gonna choke."
Okay.
Datrus just takes a tablecloth, puts it on his waist, eats elegantly, and eats.
And in addition to the food, everybody also has like a glass of water and a mug of mead.
You hear him slurp the mead.
Okay.
I would assume that for Thrak that this is kind of maybe a little bit meh, but it's not like the worst thing he's seen for a meal prepared in recent memory.
Well, I mean, you guys are literally just eating the food or the fish you caught.
Yeah, but it's just like, I've had more than soup before for a meal, but sure, fine. This will work for now. And unlike some kobolds, possibly, he does actually like try to pick up the spoon and starts to try to eat like a decent person.
Instead
Instead of just bowl to maw, yeah.
Well, Kashi has certainly had worse in the military, so he's grateful for anything.
All right, so Yeah, Bert actually kind of scarfed his food down faster than Gash Nicky. You get the feeling he was in those cells longer than you guys were.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. It seems like he'd been there for a while. We were there maybe, what, a couple days at most?
You pretty much escaped the day that you woke up, so you actually weren't there that long. You probably spent more time knocked out on the way there than you did in the actual jail.
Probably, because they probably pulled me from the middle of the continent, didn't they?
Something like that, more or less, yeah. You were probably just traveling between two towns and they ambushed you.
Mm-hmm.
At this awkwardly silent dinner, Datchus will try to break the silence and go and look at the kobold Thrak and go, "So, what's your trade?"
Me? Trying to remember her. I'm trying to remember my Sylph.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
paladin of Sith.
I am a paladin of Sith. He actually does reach down underneath his armor and pulls out a necklace, and you do see a circular symbol. That is, then the symbol within that circle, I should say, is an arm that holds a long sword, which is a symbol of
Datchus,
Sith.
like just make a religion check. I mean, he basically told you what it is anyhow, but
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
the symbol
probably
looks
gonna
like.
be
Other
dumb
than
at
that,
it.
you don't know what
Right.
that probably means unless you do roll for it.
Probably gonna be dumb as a
I mainly just
control.
yeah. So, he just told you what it is, but you don't recognize it as anything you've seen before.
Yeah, you look at the symbol and just go, hmm.
So that's Sith symbol, huh? Okay.
You have no reason not to believe it. So he could have passed a bluff check. You have no idea.
All right. So I'm assuming everybody else just kind of enjoys their meal without incident.
Venture
Yeah.
finishes the
Yeah, pretty
soup,
much.
saves the garlic bread for
Other-
last because he sniffs that second and just and saves
than
that for later.
Other than I enjoy mine, other than keep telling Nikki to slow down.
Nikki kind of is intrigued by the dwarf because now he's kind of noticed him a little bit more from winning the card game. I think probably Nikki's going to ask him, "So what do you do for a living?"
I was a locksmith at the guild until I decided I was getting kind of bored just working and decided, well, let's do some adventuring alongside of working, and that way I can learn more about locks while trying to break them.
Oh, sounds like a talent that could come quite in handy.
Yeah, it comes in handy at times.
Bert just kind of looks up and goes, "I made shoes."
I like trains.
A goblin, right?
Actually, well, since Bert just said that, Thrak looks at Tom. What did you do?
Tom actually kind of blinks at you and goes, "We're supposed to do things?"
Gives Tom a 5-mile stare, like you don't do things.
I just kind of hung out in the tunnels, the cobalt tunnels near Ashma, and looked for some scavenged for food.
Eat cheese.
Oh,
Yeah. I sometimes I ate rats, but that was mainly because I followed them, expecting them to lead me to cheese, and then they didn't find any cheese, so then I ate the rat.
oh, so
Please,
you're
please.
one of the tribes. I see.
It goes, but my brother always treated me like I was weird, so I don't know. Maybe I was weird.
No comment.
Oh, well, I guess it's a world where you eat or be eaten. And he goes back to his soup.
Oh, Nikki, is it?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
What do you do for a trade?
Oh, well, I don't really have as much of a trade, if you will. I've got various types of hobbies. I do woodworking. I do work with locks too sometimes. I do leather work as well. Especially when it involves cutting people's purses out of their pockets.
Head
Well,
tilt look.
And
Yeah,
while Nikki's
snorts in disapproval.
while Nikki's rambling like this, you do notice that his pet mouse has actually gotten up on the table and is eating a breadcrumb that it found somewhere.
Mises.
oh yeah, I don't even know what this little fella's name is. He just crawled into my pocket one day. I
Hold on,
guess he's just going to decide for himself what his name will be, and then he'll let me know.
And some of you that might not have noticed this before, but it's drawn more attention to it because you're currently eating. You also notice that Shogoth has like a rat sitting on her shoulder.
More Mises points at Shogoth's shoulder.
So, Shogoth, what do you do for a trade? You help find people?
Find people, stab in the guts, take what they're worth.
Greg just kind of looks around and goes, "I found myself in some real interesting company, I guess."
You're telling me?
Stick around.
Somehow the shoemaker's the most normal guy at the table.
Trust me, stick around. It'll get more interesting.
Actually, Thrak would argue that Paladin is not an abnormal job, but then again, I guess to some people it would be.
Greg goes, "Since you're so full of questions, Datris, what do you do for a living?"
Oh, I'm an archaeologist.
Greg starts laughing when he hears that.
Lots of archaeology factories opening up.
Yeah, there's a background in Tomb Annihilation for archaeology.
He goes, "Okay. That makes sense that you're an adventurer then. There's nothing else for an archaeologist to do."
Mm-hmm.
I think he's saying that archaeology's a dead-end job.
Says you.
Says him too.
He goes, "But you're part snow elf, aren't you?"
Yes, by my mother's side.
He goes, "That's interesting. Ain't exactly a lot of old ruins or anything to look around in down in the land of ice."
Oh, you'd be surprised sometime. You just have to know where to look. But you do risk angering a bunch of dwarves.
Yeah, Thordor would definitely realize what he's talking about, because the dwarves are pretty much the only proper, only ones that have proper city down in that continent, aside from the port town in the north that most of the people come in through. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to say?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
nothing
just gonna fast forward a bit. Say that you guys, the rest of the night kind of goes by without incident, and they basically put sleeping bags up on the deck for you guys to sleep in.
One of them vanishes up into the bird's nest.
So everybody on your character sheet, those of you that have not played in 5e on here yet, there's a button that says long rest that if you click on it, it'll refill your health and uncheck any of your spell slots you've used.
Okay.
Where is that?
Long rest. It's right near the top. It's the blue buttons.
In the gray box where the
Near the armor class
class
and
and
HP
whatnot.
Yeah, that's near your speed and your armor class and everything else in the middle.
Oh, long rest. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
armor class, initiative, speed underneath speed.
Okay. I don't know why I was having a hard time finding that.
It's a new, the character sheet's new to you, but I knew Matt and Zareth already knew where it was because we've used these character sheets before.
Oh, fair enough.
Right.
A
A couple,
I
times,
noticed
a couple
it
times
before,
now,
but-
technically, but yeah.
But
Okay.
I will admit I had a hard time finding gold too. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep losing track of gold on this sheet.
Yeah, I mean, it's where it should be. It's with your inventory, but it's like it doesn't stick out like a.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, like I said, with a short rest, long rest, you think it sticks out because it's blue, but yet it didn't. Just for some reason, I was like, "Where the hell is it?"
So I'm going to say about a week goes by. I'm not going to have you guys role play every single day because that would take forever.
Oh, but that'd be fun.
Day,
That'd be
day
interesting.
5, Thrak has got a bandana and is constantly on the scout.
I don't really. And the thing is, you guys got on board the one ship that pretty much guaranteed you weren't going to have any encounters along the way.
Oh.
I know, but it would have been fun to at least, I don't know, live as a pirate.
But let's see.
That-
Oh yeah, I mean we could role play like learning how to tie knots, and don't they usually have like parties on deck too, like little dance parties with accordions and stuff?
This is
Oh my
D&D.
god, we could totally do this.
It's Sea of Thieves, oh no. Somebody get out the hurdy-gurdy.
Let's just say Datrish offered Shogoff a dance, and now he has a black eye.
I could
Yeah.
see that happening.
Honestly, that's very likely.
I didn't hear what he said. Say it again.
So
He said-
basically, he offered Shogoff a dance on the party, and now he has a black eye.
Oh, yeah. That actually is a very accurate
The
result.
tiefling cannot argue this.
See, even the lizard agrees.
Can I learn to play the accordion while we're on this journey?
Actually, I have a better question. Is there a pair of bagpipes on this boat somewhere?
No, there is not.
Damn.
If there was,
In fact, when you ask that, Calamity Kid glares at you.
There were the experience he went over.
The sea air just got really cold. I'll see you later.
both
I just
Calamity
got
we're
this chill.
outside, and yet all of a sudden there's a breeze of cold air.
in fact, both Calamity Kid and
really, really cold. I'll see you later. Bye.
I join her in the glaring when I hear bagpipes.
Won't stop him from looking when the next town.
So eventually you reach the port town of Nazarad. That's the wrong music. So you reach the town and the dock the ship, and you're greeted by the harbor master, which is a rather plump orc wearing a turban and a robe that greets you as you come off of the ship. And he has a gnome with him who's next to him that's got like a magnifying glass that's going around inspecting random things. He goes, "Welcome to Nazarad, travelers. Welcome to the kingdom of Wadim." Goes, "Oh, Greg, nice to see you again." And I'm assuming everyone's going to want to go look around the town for stuff.
Of course.
Of course, but also watching this interaction for a moment.
How do you spell what? Is it Wadeen?
It's. I'll put it in the Roll20 chat.
Okay.
Thank you. Wadim.
Adim. That's totally not what I thought it would be.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, even not saying it out loud, it doesn't sound like the way it's spelled. That's what.
I thought there would be a J in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, anyhow, it's it's on the way here. At some point, the crew would have explained to you that this kingdom is mostly high orcs and gnomes.
Goody, little
So
shit.
literally just them being the first things we see when we get on the dock is not unusual then.
No, they're the main inhabitants of here. There's humans too, but most of the time, the humans that are traveling here that aren't actually living here.
So it's high orcs and what else?
Gnomes.
Gnomes. And what's the difference between a high orc and a regular orc?
The high orcs are civilized. The regular orcs are still barbarian tribes, basically.
Okay.
So basically, you'll see if an orc's in a suit, that's a high orc. If the orc's in a loincloth, barbarian.
You're not going to see a regular orc in any of the cities.
Yeah, that
If you see a regular orc, he's going to be yelling at you in giant and running at you with a weapon.
Walk, walk, walk.
Because the actual orcish language does not even exist in this world anymore, because the high orcs don't use it, and the regular orcs are mainly getting pushed around by ogres and giants, so they don't really speak their own language anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that's kind of sad. It's almost like the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. For a while there, they forgot their own language.
So the high orcs just basically speak English?
They speak common and gnomish, mostly.
Oh, yeah, common.
And one of the first things you actually notice when after you're getting off the ship, aside from the inhabitants of the city, you do see a statue of Zeus that's posed to throw like a lightning bolt at like a very large dragon.
Why the beardy man fight the dragon?
Why wouldn't it?
If you
Slowly
actually,
looks.
if you actually say this out loud, Greg says, "Well, that statue is in reference to something that happened a long time ago, actually on the other continent, when the evil dragon queen Talvis manifested in this world and was trying to more or less conquer the world. Zeus was convinced by the other gods to step in and stop her."
Being a religious guy, would he know about this?
You recognize having maybe heard this story before. It just didn't really click until he said it. Especially because as a kobold, you've heard about Talvis before because she's the god of the dragons.
Yeah, that would be one of the things. It's like a dragon god. Technically, he would definitely know about that.
Yeah, that's not one that I'm going to have you roll if you know it or not, because it's too obvious for a kobold to know who Talvis is.
So actually, then the other question is: does he recognize her as being an evil deity or not?
Yes, it's most likely why he served Sif instead of her.
Right. Okay. So it's just like, oh yeah. Looks kind of glum for a moment, just thinking about the fact that the main dragon god is basically an evil one, and it's just like, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, Greg's kind of stroking his beard and going, in fact, the interesting thing is a lot of people believe that battle is what caused the Swamp of No Hope to appear.
Kind of stops and thinks about that for a moment.
Lovely name. Lovely name.
When an evil dragon is struck down, perhaps her power poisoned the earth beneath her.
Hmm. I don't like that dragon god is evil. Don't like it one bit.
Tom just goes, yeah, she's a bitch.
Quickly nods.
I can't argue with that logic.
Out of character, I know I've been kind of swearing a lot in this campaign, but that's also just the kind of world this is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not arguing with it.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how do you spell Talvis or Talvis?
Talvis. Talvis.
V-I-S. Okay. Sweet. I'm actually keeping notes of everything in case you didn't notice.
I tried keeping notes once, and it turned into a giant squiggle. Yeah, he just seems kind of bummed out for a few moments.
I'm gonna post this in the Age of Conflict chat, and if you want to see what Talvis looks like.
He just kind of seems bummed out for a few minutes because he's just remembering, oh yeah, the only dragon god is an evil god, and it's an asshole, and not all dragons, and especially not all kobolds.
Hashtag not all kobolds.
It may not be a god, but the high elves of this land have a silver dragon that watches over them, so people know not all dragons are bad.
I was curious what the hell I was calling the hell elves. High elves were like.
So what's the name of this town again?
Nazarad. I'll put that in the chat too.
Appreciate.
I was curious. I said I was curious. So I was always curious what the high elves were like.
Oh, are you asking Greg about them, or?
No, he's just Datra's just making a statement.
Okay. And as you guys have been dawdling a bit because you just were taking in the sights. Thrak actually hears a voice behind him call out his name in Draconic.
Lily stands up straight and slowly turns around to look.
You see a lizard man wearing a robe walking towards you. He's got a warhammer dangling at his side.
Oh, he'd be a Thor one, yeah?
You guessed that very quickly. He walks up to you. He walks up to you and bows and says, "I'm pleased to see that our spy successfully helped you escape."
Our spy?
Yes.
It's in Draconic, so I wouldn't.
Well, he's talking in common now. He just called his name in Draconic, but he says yes, and she says not to worry about her nose.
Oh, he takes a moment and then goes, "Oh, okay, yes. All right, yes, thank you. Yes, it was very fortunate that helped get us all out of there. We did make a disturbance so that they wouldn't be harmed, but also so that she wouldn't be blamed."
Yes. Thank you for that. The other Knights of Valhalla received word that you were captured. We knew who captured you, but we couldn't act directly to enter the town to help you.
I see. So I guess I don't have to send that letter then. I was planning to send a letter back home.
He just kind of smiles and says, "Yeah, not necessary. At least we know of your loyalty since you were worried about it, though."
Quickly nods. So I guess I'm kind of stuck here now for a while.
Yeah, unless you want to go back across the sea and go to Freeport instead, but that'd be a pretty long journey for no reason.
I suppose there's probably work I can do here in the meantime.
There's always work to do here with the savage horde causing problems.
Raises an eyebrow. Savage horde?
Oh dear.
Yes. They're a collection of orcs, ogres, and giants that have... Saying they conquered the center of the continent would be an understatement. It's more like they smashed it and they're just living in the ruins.
Oh.
Lovely image.
The other nations have all pretty much allied against them to just ensure they don't encroach past the borders of the area they're in.
He nods. I'm sure we'll bump into them eventually if they're that much of a problem. He kind of is looking at the group and then kind of looks up to what would I call him? Like a... Is he like a
lizard man?
Hmm?
Talking about the lizard man that you're speaking to? He also introduces himself as Umad.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks at Umad and then kind of looks at the rest of this group and he's kind of like, I almost want to see how things are going by you, but at the same time, he kind of looks around the group again. I think these people need to have an eye kept on them. just kind of keeping that in Draconic, that last bit.
He nods and yeah, we'll say that's how it's spelled, Deadlock. I didn't actually come up with how it's spelled. I made the name up on the spot.
I'm sorry, but I look at the word. I'm just like, you mad?
Yeah, that's why.
I feel like if you say
bro.
Exactly. Okay, Zeref gets a point for that.
He says understandable. He goes, there's not really any missions the Order has for you at the moment anyhow, as obviously you can't help with the mission you were originally being sent on at this point.
He nods again.
God damn it.
And basically, so yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on things, and I'll probably let you know which direction I go, so people will know ahead of time where if I'm coming their direction.
He nods and says, now that I've ensured you've arrived safely, I have to begin travel arrangements. I've got to head back to the city of the High Elves, which is on the other side of the continent.
Oh, okay. That's quite a long walk.
Yeah, I think.
He goes, well, I've also gotten some supplies from the port that I have to take back.
All right. So I guess I'll be hearing from the others eventually if you don't hear from me again.
He says, good luck on your journeys, brother.
Thank you, fellow brother.
Umad is a
Kind of
lizard
gives a
man?
bow. Yes.
Yes.
He's a lizard man. He has a symbol of Thor hanging out of his pocket, basically.
Well, it's not really that it's the symbol of Thor, it's just that he has a warhammer, and then you assumed that he was...
Who else is it going to frickin' be?
Well, I mean, it's not a symbol. He has an actual warhammer.
Oh, he has an actual warhammer. Never mind. He has a big bloody frickin' hammer. Cause who he works for. If you can't guess he makes lightning, then you have an issue.
Two gods that make lightning in the same continent.
Who knew?
So Datris puts his hand on Thrax's shoulder and says in Draconic, these folks need help. He asked me.
He kind of pauses for a moment. And then replies back in Draconic, maybe not you so much, but some of the other ones kind of are looking around, not pointing, just to be safe. And then nods.
Calamity Kid kind of gets sick of listening to everybody ramble about stuff. She goes, well, if you guys need to get supplies, you should go check the merchant stalls in the bazaar. I'm going to go get smashed at the tavern. Her, Zeb, and a couple other members of her crew wander off.
Getting smashed actually sounds nice.
Shopping! Immediately pull on your sleeve.
I guess somebody has to babysit the lizard.
Immediately stops, turns around. Who says who needs to be babysat?
And actually, Bert kind of looks at the party and goes, "Well, I thank you for getting me this far. I'm gonna go look for a job."
Oh, I'm sure they could use plenty of shoes around here.
Yeah, there is a lot of sand, and you don't want sand in between your toes.
Good luck. We'll see you again probably some other time.
I doubt it.
You don't know.
Yeah, Bert wanders off.
Oh, Cora was like we hardly knew him.
Blessings yourself upon you.
Tom goes, "We did hardly know him. I mean, the most I talked about him was I said, don't heal him." Greg kind of glares at Tom.
Let's go look through town.
I follow Shogoth.
So, is there anything specific that anyone wants to look for to buy? I mean, I think if y'all kind of, I think most of you don't really have what you would want for like your full class kit aside from Akashi, because he really doesn't need armor. So having a sword and a shield, he's kind of set.
I'm actually pretty set right now as well.
What exactly would I need?
Hold on. Let me actually get to the spot in the.
I got a shield, I got a sword, I got a chain shirt.
This city, what would be the political affiliation of the city? Are they just fairly neutral, or would they be allied or in any way associated with the military that Akashi served with?
No, because the military you served with is on the other continent, and nobody at this continent has really anything to do with the other continent.
It's not part of their conflict.
Right. Let me do a couple things here real quick. Let's move this up here, and I'm going to bring in the actual continent map.
Actually, that's right. I caught this a couple times. I'm still trying to remember what this is about. What's this signet ring about?
That's for the Order of Knights that you're in.
Oh, that's right. That's technically part of the Knights Order that I'm technically a part of since I'm a paladin. Yes.
So, okay. So here's the pull up the map of the actual continent. You guys are here.
Okay.
This gray, nasty-looking area, that's where the Savage Horde is.
Ah.
Right.
This area is where the Oni live. Over here is where the High Elves live.
Well.
Just a moment.
Oh, this week. We got a better idea now.
On what?
Information on Iden. Iden is.
Oh, Iden. Okay. I'm gonna mainly ask. So, who doesn't? I think the main people that would want to look into getting different gear might maybe be. Actually, I don't know if I guess if you wanted to get a scimitar or a mace instead of a spear.
Probably a scimitar. It looks cool. Maybe try to use it to impress Shogoth with.
But Thordor, I could see maybe wanting to upgrade to a rapier because it does more damage than a short sword.
Yeah, maybe like upgrade to the rapier
and maybe get a crossbow. I was gonna say a regular bow.
Oh, regular bow. Okay.
Because regular bow actually uses dexterity.
Okay, then a regular bow and some arrows.
So let's see. Scimitar. I gotta go to weapons. I think everybody's pretty much got the best armor that they would need. I mean, I guess technically you could upgrade to studded leather, but it's not that huge of a difference. It's not that important right away. Weapons.
Yeah, I don't think there's any better weapons for me right now, unless we get something special.
No. Yeah, you already have a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, so yeah, actually, the scimitar is about the same strength as a spear.
It might be easier to carry, but then again, I can also throw the spear when I need.
Actually, what's higher for you? Your strength or your dex? See, scimitar can be used as a dex weapon, so
yeah,
you'd have a bonus on your hit and damage if you use the scimitar.
Yeah, like dex is way higher than my strength. My strength is only 10. My dex is 14.
Small problem. You don't have enough gold.
God.
A scimitar is 25 gold, so you actually.
Jesus.
Gambled it. So is a rapier, but I think Thordor has more money than you.
Yeah, I have 99 gold currently.
Yeah, because Thordor's not a druid, so he's not like
4.
He's not.
Well, he didn't roll the urchin background.
Yeah.
So we'll say you're gonna.
The paladin also swinging around a pouch of over 100 gold, going, "Some of us aren't, poor."
We're gonna say you're trading in your short sword, so it's only gonna cost you 20 gold.
My short sword? You mean my club?
No. I'm talking about Thordor.
Okay.
To get a rapier, so it'll only cost you 20 gold to get the rapier.
Okay.
If I can get the search box to work. Drag and drop these so you don't gotta worry about this. Edit.
Okay.
And as for bows, it's actually what proficiencies. Actually, wait, no, you're not. You're actually not proficient with a bow.
Oh.
I thought rogues were. You're proficient.
Short bow.
You're proficient with a hand crossbow.
Okay, so yeah, the hand.
I know
crossbow.
rogues can use short bows.
Yeah.
They can because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't automatically add it to his sheet when I picked the class for him. Then.
I think it might be one of those things where you have to pick an option of.
I know in D&D Beyond it lets you use short bows, but...
Let me just double check in the actual player's handbook real quick.
Because I know a couple classes do something like that, so it's not going to automatically pick it for you.
No, in the player's handbook it says simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rape. Actually, wait, is a short bow a simple weapon?
That's a good question.
That's sure.
It might be considered a simple weapon because of the fact that it's not quite as good as a longbow. That's probably simple range. Yeah, that's why it's a simple weapon.
Okay.
So yeah, you can get a short bow,
Okay.
which would be another 25 gold. Question is how much are arrows? 20 arrows is 1 gold. So we'll see.
Sitting here going, where did my book go?
Hmm.
I'm just trying to remember where I had it last. There.
So I'm assuming you did adjust your gold earlier when you were doing the gambling thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm at 99 gold currently.
Yeah, so right now you're going to be taking off 46 for the cost of the bow, the arrows, and the rapier.
Okay. So that'd be 53.
And then, well, Gash, you got something to save for. when you
I can trade in my bow or my club. I can trade in my club
For a single gold. Not even.
Yeah,
maybe.
the thing is, I don't think a club's worth much because a club costs. You wouldn't even get a single gold because a club costs 1 silver because it's a piece of wood. That's all it is. It's just a piece of wood.
So about 5 copper because it's used.
Okay.
If the freaking merchant would even take it, they might just be like, "No, I don't need any pieces of wood."
Just
Yep.
just be curious, how much would he need for? I mean, I know it's 25 for.
I'm at 17 gold right now. Like he empties out the gold from his tiny pouch. He's like, "Well, we got 17 gold."
You're basically seeing if any of the party members will spot you.
Well, actually, he hears the low amount, the kobold coughs nonchalantly and will try to roll sleight of hand as 10 more coins just suddenly pop out of nowhere.
Oh, you're trying to just like throw in your gold.
But basically,
and not
sleight
have
of
it
hand,
noted.
like 10 more gold into the pot. Yeah.
You're reverse pickpocketing.
Yes.
Genius.
Yeah. Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
Wow.
You try to be like smooth and stealthy, and instead you
Absolutely,
actually
he doesn't care. He just kind of seeing.
You just go
and then
ahem and
walks
throw
away.
the gold down, and you throw the gold down, and everyone's looking at you like we saw that. Saw you do that.
He just does the Jedi mind trick. You see nothing, and then walks away.
So then I get a scimitar, but I've only got 2 gold left.
Right. And you still got the spear that you can use as a throwing weapon if you need to in a situation.
Just goes to
Alright,
Grant.
let me add the scimitar.
That just goes to Nick.
Do you want me to do it for you since you probably got the key popped out?
Yeah.
And Thrak loses another 10 gold. He's been just losing nothing but gold today.
Thank you, sir.
We'll say you probably just jumped the freaking club because you don't really have a use for it.
Oh, okay.
No better yet. Here, I got a trick for you. Toss the club towards the water. Look, it's a little boat.
So
Sweet, how do I get rid of-
I do got to edit.
Okay.
I already did it for you, but I do got to edit one thing in your sheet because it's weird. The one thing about the sheet is all the versatile weapons that do more damage if you wield them two-handed. None of them seem to actually have the damage listed properly.
Yeah, for some reason they list it still as the normal damage. You have to actually
so
go in there
it's-
and
so-
tell it
yeah.
to specify the right
Yeah,
amount of dice.
Yeah. It's like you got 2 of the same weapon listed when in the versatiles there.
Hmm.
It's
I
just
was
like
wondering
how
about that.
I have dagger and dagger thrown.
Yeah, essentially you can wield it one-handed and you'll do a 1d8, and it's supposed to be versatile. You can do it a 1d12.
Well, with the spear, it lists spear versatile, spear thrown because it's got 3 alternate versions of how you can use it.
Yeah.
You can use it one-handed, you can use it two-handed, or you can throw it.
Datris puts his hand on Nikki's shoulder and he goes, "Do you have enough gold for a room tonight?"
Well, I look down at the gold pieces in my hand. Well, I've got about 2 pieces of gold now.
You hear Greg wanders by and goes, "It only costs 5 silver to stay at the inn."
Oh, never mind then. And he walks on.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, how excited do you think an inn is around here?
so is there
Like,
anything I can do to improve my kit or what?
Let me look at your sheet real quick because I don't remember if you even do you even have a weapon at all?
Yeah, I got the quarterstaff from
Then not really because you can't wear armor.
right,
Oh.
and I remember doing that.
Like if there's anything that's not combat related that you want to buy for one reason or another, but you'd have to, think of what you want to buy. Here's the thing, like, okay, anyone, if you got the player's handbook, like equipment is all the item stuff starts on page 149.
Okay, player's handbook. Hang on, I forgot.
You're opening the PDF.
Yeah, I am.
In the actual PDF, page 149 is 150 because the PDF counts the cover as a page.
Trying to find where the thing is to. What? I forgot you had to give me this new thing, and I forgot to see how do I.
You're using Foxit,
Yeah,
Foxit Reader.
yeah.
The page numbers thing is at the very bottom. It'll say what page you are out of 322.
Oh, okay. And the one I
And
wanted.
if you change the one on the left, it'll flip to that page automatically.
You said 150.
150.
150.
Yeah. If you got the physical book, it's page 149, but in the PDF, it counts the cover as one of the pages.
Okay, those are simple.
That's the weapons, and then the other stuff is on like the next page.
Venturing gear.
Yeah, that's where most of the stuff that's not weapons or armor is listed.
Okay.
Yep, there's other things, but I don't think you have enough money to purchase a mount or anything like that. So
not yet, anyway.
But anyhow, while he's looking at that, does anybody else have anything they want to take care of?
Can I find bagpipes?
I'm going to murder him in his sleep.
Fine. Oh.
You don't know yet. Yet.
Can you make it look like an axe?
Beatrice looks at Dag and he's like,
you're looking around looking for bagpipes. You go past a couple instrument stalls that just don't have bagpipes, and then you just randomly see like a gnome tinker stall where he's got like all kinds of gadgets and stuff that you don't recognize, and there's just randomly a thing of bagpipes sitting on top of it.
How much for bagpipes? How much for bagpipes?
Robbie's gonna be found dead with bagpipes stabbed in him.
The gnome kind of like looks up at you and adjusts his glasses and goes, "Bagpipes? What are bagpipes?"
Oh, he points to the top of the pile.
He goes, "Oh, I didn't even know what those are or how they work." Okay, so just he says he says 10 gold, and just so you know, he's mispricing them. He doesn't realize that bagpipes usually go for 30 gold.
Okay, so that's a bargain.
Realizes this though. He knows that the gnome literally doesn't know what they are.
Yep.
He's like, I thought they were some kind of tool, but they just make weird squeaking noises whenever I try to do anything with them.
Here, I will show you. He pays for the 10 gold and starts to get ready.
If you're gonna play them, you gotta roll performance.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, he's got to roll performance to see how well he can do at this. So performance.
Okay, so you bust out a really anyone that actually likes bagpipe music is a really good melody, but you do catch quite a few people kind of glaring at you, and but you also see like there's an orc wearing like a kilt that runs up and starts dancing.
Oh my god! No! No! Kill it now! I demand to be so beheaded.
Beatrice is so moved by what the kobold has done that he buy a lyre.
Just starts marching down the street for a few minutes, playing for the first time in a long while.
And Thrak doesn't hear this, but because he can't hear it over the sound of the music he's playing. But a couple other people do hear the shopkeeper go, "I wish I could go back to not knowing what those were."
No, stop! I will burn it if you don't stop.
I'm just doing it's going to distance.
Is there like a little hand accordion around it any of the stalls?
Actually, yeah, that was the thing I just said. Datrice is so inspired by what Thrak is doing that he buys a lyre.
Okay, well, a liar actually costs 30 gold because they actually know what it is.
I'll do it.
How much
Okay.
is
Uh,
how much is an accordion?
You can't.
Like a little hand accordion.
You
that
literally,
you,
you can't actually. You failed to find an accordion.
Oh,
Oh, shame.
we were gonna have a band.
I might make you. I might let you find one later, but for right now, they don't actually have that listed in the player's handbook, and I don't feel like coming up with a price for it.
Oh, okay.
just to remind myself, the stuff that's already in my inventory, that's already things I own, correct?
Yes.
Yes, anything that you
Spent the 30
that you
gold
didn't
for
get
liar.
to keep is gone.
Right.
I already removed it from your sheets.
Okay, just want to make sure.
And I just have a brief question. This, in my ammo, does it say 1 arrows because it's like one thing of 20 arrows, or just because you don't?
I think when you add the bow, it just automatically adds 1 arrow to your thing. So you can edit that to be 20, and
Alright.
just obviously we'll have to keep track of how many you use and if any of them break, so you can't retrieve them.
Right.
And the bagpipes are officially added to the item list.
So is the liar.
I just wanted to know that before I like changed it, and all of a sudden my weight goes up because it's like like considered 400 arrows.
It's a dulcimer.
Okay, so I'm actually going to something's gonna happen now. You guys hear an alarm bell going off from somewhere like in the center of the city, and you hear a voice yelling, "All able-bodied warriors to the north gate! To the north gate! The enemy is approaching!"
Well, there's none here, so I think we're fine.
No. Grab you by your sleeve
Yeah,
again.
that just grabs what's the cobalt?
Actually,
The cobalt not
hit him in
strong
the
enough.
back of the head and grabs the
Everybody immediately drags the tiefling along.
I will.
The tiefling tries to leave. Everyone else in the party grabs her and drags her along.
I just scream at the top of my voice. I will murder you all in your sleep.
You'll have to
Surely
stab me
block
first.
the meaning.
Good luck with that.
So, you guys get to the you're all running through the town to get to the north gate, and you see a bunch of panicked people, and you hear a couple of going, "How can this be? They never come this far out from the mainland." You get to the north gate, and you see Calamity Kid and Zeb and a couple of her crewmates are already here, and she sees you and kind of like holds up her hand, signaling for you to wait. She goes, "The soldiers are getting into position. We'll just take care of anything that gets past them." And you actually see like a bunch of high orcs wearing like plate armor that walk. They kind of form like a shield wall and all have spears. And so they're kind of doing like a phalanx formation. And you see a bunch of orcs that don't look so civilized, that are just are coming running and crashing into their shields, and they're not really the soldiers aren't really budging. They're holding their own just fine. But then all of you start to notice something much bigger than an orc is coming this way.
Oh, god damn it.
And as it gets closer and closer, you realize that's really not an orc. As you see this large beast that just bursts through their front line, knocking the soldiers out of the way.
Oh.
And you hear Calamity Kid go, "Oh shit. We're gonna handle that thing. You guys take take care of any orcs that are getting through. And her crew kind of just run straight for the Etten. And you guys have... There's a couple other mercenary groups here as well that are back in the area you are. There's like a band of Oni samurai that are kind of like off to one side. And like another adventuring group that's kind of around the same size as yours. It has like a bunch of various people in it that are all kind of taking care of their own group. You have like a few orcs directly ahead of you that don't have anyone else stopping them.
Pull shield from back, draw
So-
sword from back.
Uh,
We're going to
can
roll
I
for
cast-
initiative.
Oh, darn it.
I do got to rearrange these a little bit though. I set them up wrong.
I was going to try to do gift of whatever that spell is that increases initiative on
Okay.
Akashi.
Oh yeah, alert, isn't it?
No, it's a gift of pretty
It's a
alacrity.
two-headed orc.
Yeah, but you don't get that at level 1.
I did. It was a Dunamancy spell at level 1.
Oh, wait, what spell are you doing?
The one that allows you to roll a d8 to a person to a willing creature to their initiative.
Who are you using that on?
Akashi.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have him roll initiative, and then we'll have him roll a d8 to add that.
Come on, fucking hero.
I had to decrease the size of the map just to find everybody because the map was kind of
Yeah.
big.
Where the heck is this
Oh, it
button
says
now?
there's.
also?
Oh shoot, I have to actually select.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, I just select my character, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forget that each time too. So
Oh shoot! At least I got that
There we
roll
go.
not in the card game.
So then,
So
does alert apply to that then?
yeah, I'm gonna have to edit it manually. So that makes you have a 17. TZ, roll a d8 because of the spell that Datrus buffed you with.
Why am I not seeing it now?
What?
Oh, 1d8.
Initiative.
it's at
It's-
the top middle.
Ooh.
Top middle.
Oh, there it is.
middle.
Jeez.
Big-
Wow, I'm
big-
looking at it like past it like 20 times.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
wow,
looking for it
you
too
actually,
for-
that's a nice roll, TZ.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Puts you at a 21. So you Thrack's still going first, but you're going second now because of that. Everybody's rolled now, right? Or-
Yeah, I know I did.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Thrack, you're going first.
Alright. Got some meanie faces that need a smacking. Let's see if I can get it over there. No. No is the answer, I believe. We can only do 30, correct?
Right.
I don't think I have anything ranged, do I? So probably my best bet is just to march up there and be a shield.
You could move up a few and just ready your attack so that you hit them as soon as they come up near you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't move your maximum because you don't want to get too far ahead of the party for no reason, but
I'm just going to do a 20 instead of a full 30 and just sit right there and have a attack ready in case any of them get close enough.
right. Okay, Akashi. You actually got 35, but you're still not going to reach them in one turn.
Mm-mm.
And move up. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 if we got there.
You're getting in front of the meanest looking one.
No, I'm also the meanest looking one, so at least it's fair.
Yeah,
I can't argue with that logic.
Which
Oh.
one's the meanest looking
So-
one?
I'm gonna move myself up here and ready my spear.
I mean, you could. You actually are. I think you're close enough to throw it at one of them if you want to.
Okay.
Let me see. You'll obviously have to retrieve it after the fight, but let me double check the range on that. That is 20, 60. So that would be. Yeah, you're just at the right distance to throw it at one of them without a penalty.
All right. So then I think I'll throw it at the meanest one then.
Right.
So
Naturally.
this guy.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, you hit. You only did 2 damage, but you hit. Yeah, you throw your spear and you see it kind of like graze him across the shoulder. He's got a nasty cut there, but it's not a serious wound. He kind of looks at
Behind me,
you.
I hear Shogoth kind of mutter some angry retort.
He's like, stupid human, me eat you. And he moves straight at Akashi because he views Akashi as being in between you and him.
Naturally.
So, let's see. Why do I have this open? And he missed. He comes running at you, and he tries to gore you with these tusk-like horns he has coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
But he misses. And then, that just counts as a bonus action for him. So he actually, after that, he proceeds to swing at you with this glaive that he's holding in his right hand. That hit.
I forget, how do I do the arrow thing?
Click on the ruler underneath the magnifying glass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can reach them.
Oof! Holy shit. Okay, that was way more damage than I thought he was going to get in a single hit.
Ow.
Holy crap.
Ow.
Whoa.
That's not good.
Oh, God.
That's really not good.
Although I also realized something. You also get to attack him because he moved up to you.
Better make it count, I guess. Jeez.
Whoomp. Fun.
So, can I rage first, or would that be just...
Well, you know what? We'll see. We'll just assume you were already raging because that would have halved the damage. Just because this is not a good situation to be in, I'm going to assume you would have instinctively done that just because I also didn't think he was going to hit for that much.
Because it's not like it's a surprise attack. We knew it was coming.
Just him running after him.
But yeah, so roll for your attack. You did hit him. Okay, so you use the two-hand. Did you mean to use the two-handed version?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure if I'm raging, I'd be reduced in defense anyway.
You actually aren't, but that's if you're doing a reckless attack, but still.
Yeah, it's only if you do reckless. I think you get +2 to damage, though.
Yeah, that's right. Extra 2 damage. So yeah, you slash him really hard across the chest, and he doesn't go down, but he did stagger backwards from that hit. He's just kind of like, keeps his eyes. He was interested in getting a Gashishnicki, but after that, he's like, no, you're my main focus now.
There's a difference between a cut and... Oh, dear, that truck just hit me.
Retreat.
This orc is moving up, and Brack, I'm going to have you attack first because that was what was supposed to happen. With
Yeah, that's supposed to happen. I
gosh, yeah.
shall attack first. So as he's walking up to us, apparently looking for a fight.
And actually, you get advantage because Nicky's standing next to you.
Yep, I get advantage because I got somebody also near the enemy. So advantage, roll it.
Yeah, you stabbed him really good in the shoulder, and he's just kind of like, ah!
Yeah, you just see the little blur of red hopping.
And then he proceeds to try and stab you with a javelin.
I said, bring up his shield.
Yeah, it just clanks off your shield and he
Bounce.
glares at you. Shoga.
Peeks up from behind the shield. You'll miss. Peeks back underneath it.
You're not a happy lizard right now, are you?
I hit and he missed. Good day.
I'm trying. I'm honestly trying to...
But basically, what happened to Akashi is why I had to scale this fight down from what I originally was going to do, because I was going to have you fight more than 3 enemies. And I'm like, wait, no, they might die if I do that.
Yeah, probably a good call there.
Whoomp.
I'm just deciding which probably be the bigger threat to aim for.
With the one that almost killed your tank.
Yeah, the one that's directly in front of Akashi definitely looks much tougher. Like I said, it's got an actual pig snout, and he has huge like elephant-like tusks sticking out of his mouth, and his muscles are almost like the Hulk.
Okay.
So he's almost as big as the Oni.
Yeah, he's about the same size as the Oni.
Then I guess we'll aim a firebolt at the big ugly.
Okay.
That probably didn't hit, did it?
No, he just happens to just manage to get his shield up to block it as the blast comes at him.
Damn it.
Or.
Okay. I am still checking the distance. Okay. I am going to move here and attack this one.
With the rapier?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a miss. Because you rolled the same thing as Kevin. Yeah, he just kind of like narrowly dodges out of the way when you stab at him. Okay, this other orc.
Wait, does Thordar get like sneak attack or any kind of advantage?
That's
on
only
this
if he
roll?
hits. He has to actually hit.
He has to hit, yeah, in order to get the sneak attack.
This orc doesn't really seem all that interested in any of you. He's still got his eyes dead set on the town. He's got a really bloodthirsty look in his eyes. Beatrice.
I thought about it, and I think the best move is a magic missile on each of them.
Okay. That seems to be your go-to move when you're a wizard. Magic missile for everybody!
You get a magic missile. You get a magic missile.
No
That
risk,
would be
everyone
nice.
takes a little damage.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a castle.
First one on to the left, this guy.
Yeah, you're going from left to right, right?
Right. Takes 2 damage. This one takes 2 damage. Good gosh. Oh, come on!
Jesus!
Ah,
Holy crap!
Yeah, so you hit all of them. This one, it didn't really have a particular target in mind, though. The fact that you hit him, he's like, oh, what was it? You.
Oh God, no!
I like to do a deception and point at Shogoff.
She did it.
Like, I don't. Nobody's gonna be like, I don't know magic missile. What the fuck are you talking about? Thrak.
Thrak does his thing, which is to maneuver. strategery, and he gets on this side of the guy now and stabs again. And he still gets a advantage, correct?
Yeah, because as long as another one of your allies is within melee range of the enemy. Yeah, so he's kind of bewildered because he's surrounded and he's distracted for a moment, and then you just dance around him and stab him square in his back, and he almost falls on Thordor. Like he kind of falls past Thordor, and Thordor's just like, ah! Akashi.
A kobold war cry.
I may need to kind of step backwards if I'm.
Well, here's the thing: you got your other abilities that you can utilize. Like, if you miss, you can use your one ability to add like a +3 because your allies are close by to buff the attack.
And I'm coming up after you too.
Yeah,
So I can heal you.
yeah. I guess just Nikki could heal you.
Okay.
I can heal you as soon as I get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I might be able to heal you from here. I have to double check that.
I am still raging, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Lay on hands.
Yeah, that lasts for like I think 2 minutes, which is quite a few actual turns in combat.
Yeah.
Unless you can go 2 turns without being hit or attacking somebody.
10 rounds, whatever it's called.
That actually, hold on. Let me look at your one ability real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to remember the exact wording on that. How close your allies have to be to give you a buff. Actually, all your allies are within 30 feet. So if you want to, you could use Iron Wall to boost that by 5, and that would make it so you hit.
Yeah, I'll use Iron Wall then.
So you hit him for 10 damage. And he's starting to look really ragged now, but he hasn't went down yet. Guess just Nikki.
All right. I'm going to
Do the Nikki thing.
the Nikki thing. All right, so I'm going to heal Akashi, and I think I'm going to save Cure Wounds for later because I think that's more powerful.
Well,
I'm going to do.
whole thing is you're using the spell slot either way. There's no point in just doing Healing Word if you're right next to him.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, healing word is if you're too far away to actually just get up and touch them.
All right, I'll just do Cure Wounds then.
Okay.
Is it? I clicked on it.
Minimize the character sheet. It might be asking you if there's a modifier.
Oh yeah. Spell level?
Spell
leave it
level
at
is
the
below level 1.
Because you can, when you're a higher level, you can. Oh, okay,
There
he's
you
back
go.
to full health. This guy is not looking good, and he's angry. But he's still gonna keep trucking.
Well, gotta give him points for that, I suppose.
That
Don't
time
Kashi
he
much damage.
missed. He missed. Kashi deflected it with his sword. Shogoth, you realize you got an orc that's really angry at the person next to you, so that also means it's going to come near you.
Fake.
Give him another black eye.
Yeah, you're gonna get a second one later.
Double
suggest you sleep-
shiners!
I suggest you sleep with one eye open tonight.
It's your good
Okay,
one.
I shoot a firebolt at the orc that's coming at us.
That hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get him right in the chest, and his leather armor begins to catch fire, and he's kind of like freaking out, flailing around. But he hasn't went down yet, but he's not looking in good shape. Thordor.
Okay, I continue my attack on the guy that's attacking Akashi.
Yeah, I'd say add the sneak attack, but you don't need to. Yeah, he's you kind of go, hey, look at me, and then you just stab him in the gut. And he's like, and falls over.
Well, the two.
I'm Mr. Dwarf. Look at me. Stab.
Well, the two spellcasters.
Nobody expected the
Days
dwarf
they have
inquisition.
yet to live. Oh gosh.
Me smash you.
Grumph, smash. And watch him get one
And
shot.
that's a hit.
Oh, it's a hit.
God.
It's a hit. Is it a one shot?
He ran up and hit you with his great axe.
Oh,
6 hit points. Oh boy.
Wow. He rolled.
Close.
He rolled.
Down to 1 point.
And that's only because he rolled shit. He rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Datrus got clipped real bad by that axe. It's like, I need a new robe.
It's just a flesh wound.
Not like he didn't
oh,
deserve it.
he's only got one move left, and it's the crappiest one.
I whistle at Nikki. Gonna need you here, boy.
Uh,
we got a bleeder.
Zapping sting. Great.
Has to have 13
Yeah.
Constitution save throw though. We'll see.
Of course.
He kind of flinches and goes, "What was that?"
She did it.
Good mosquito.
Then why were you the
What?
one speaking? Raises his axe.
You are now too far away.
Zhoosh.
Oh,
yeah, I
maybe
can just
not.
make
You know,
it.
Wow.
Skitter! Skitters over, slides in, and then hops up as he usually does to attack and stabs him. I just heard another hosting. Hello.
What he hosts you as we're getting to the end.
Is that it?
You just barely got more than what you needed to hit him because he had 13 armor class.
Woo!
Yeah, so he's distracted by the two mages, and you just walk up and you once again just go stabby, stabby, and just get him right in the back. And he's like, and falls over.
Get stabbed!
Did he at least fall over on the lizard?
No, because he fell forward.
he fell forward.
Oh.
He would have had to fall on you or Shogoth, or you or Datrus if he was going to fall on somebody. Yeah,
Like-
so I just came to the realization. All of the enemies in this battle got killed by a rapier.
Rapier OP.
Fell over. Akashi kind of grabs Nikki by the collar and pulls over to Datrus.
Fix now.
Actually, Datrus, seeing the shape you're in, I walk over and just lay on hands.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You are instantly fully healed. Actually, no, the Datrus, yeah.
As I say.
Everybody's back to full health.
For everything else, I walk up to Datrus and ask him to hold out his hand.
Datrus holds out his hand and just very cautiously.
I grab one finger with my hand and go, point that at me again, and you're gonna be walking around with only 4 fingers next time. Got it?
I turn to Datrus and I go, well, there you go, boy. Now you've had 2 brushes with death.
Listen to the nice kid. He knows me well.
So you guys look over and you do see that the Etten is down, and Calamity and some of the Orc guards are walking back this way. They've managed to take one of the orc barbarians captive, and he's babbling something in giant. One of the orcs, one of the actual guards, town guards, says, "Does anyone speak giant?"
I think I speak giant.
I think you're the only one that does.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to the Etten?
It
I
did.
I actually said it was killed already.
Oh, okay.
Calamity's group killed it.
I can speak infernal, but not giant, sadly.
It's not.
You know, we didn't fill in your language. I didn't fill in your languages, but you speak giant because I know that for a fact that you only get that by default. So yeah, you hear this orc babbling in giant, and he's yelling, "You don't understand. I have to go to the city of Garrosh. If I don't, I feel the pain. The pain."
Why do you need to go to this? Why do you need to go to Garrosh?
You hear he goes, I just have to. The voice compels me, otherwise I feel the pain.
I relays this to the other people there. He's saying he needs to go to Garrosh. He compelled him there. He's in pain otherwise.
Like Calamity says Garrosh, but that's a city that sank into the ocean. She goes, "Well, I guess that would explain why they're attacking a port town."
Would I know any history about that city?
You've heard it, but you don't really know why it's important.
Is the giant like one of the attackers, or is it it's just kind of a neutral?
Huh?
Was the giant one of the attacking forces, or has he been taken? What's the giant's deal?
Oh, it's
That's an orc.
it's not a giant. One of the enemy orcs is speaking in giant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was one of the attackers. He looks like he might have been like a chieftain or something. And as you're trying to figure this out, he suddenly has like a far off look in his eyes. He's like, "No, not again! No, don't do this to me! No!" And he suddenly starts crying out in pain and collapses on the ground and starts clutching his chest.
Well, he needs help.
Oh no, is he having a stroke?
Seeing your wounds on him.
Calamity says, "Hold on a second." She walks up with her sword and chops his shirt open. And everybody can see this. There's like a glowing emblem of a purple snake on his chest that's right in the spot where he's very visibly getting pain from. And Calamity goes, "You're fucking kidding me." She looks right at Datris and goes, "This is your fucking fault. Always this shit with you and your father."
What?
She goes, "That's the symbol of Orochi."
I know that.
I'm gonna say we'll have Thrak, Akashi, and Datris roll history checks.
Just normal?
Check.
Why you make me do int checks?
What was the name of the lost city beneath the waves?
Garrosh. Garash.
I was gonna say just those three. I was gonna say just those three. I mean, can we all try?
Well, you and Gashishnicki are hobos, so you wouldn't really be learned on stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
true.
Thordor comes from the land of the ice, which is really far away from here.
Yeah, guess can't
Like, the
argue
only
that.
reason Datris would know was because of all the stuff he's been studying.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
So, Akashi's just kind of scratching his head, drawing a blank, but Thrak and Datris both recognize that as the name of a warlord that not many people have actually seen him, but a lot of people believe that he is a demon.
Great. Okay.
Beatrice goes, hold on a moment. What does this have to do with my father?
Like, Calamity lets out a she's channeling her inner Mermista.
I was exactly thinking.
I'm kind of with her on that one.
She's like, ever since your dad started looking for the bright darkness, Orochi's men keep showing up. You show up, and all of a sudden, an orc that's being controlled by him shows up. This is the only reason these assholes are all the way out here. They'd never come here of their own volition otherwise.
Thorador blinks and he looks at Datra
You
and
said
this.
Thorador.
Oh wow! Thrak blinks, looks at Datris and is like, "I don't have a way to see if you're being scryed on," and just kind of looks around annoyed.
He goes, but if he's trying to go to Garash, I guess it probably has something to do with your dad. And I'm probably the only person that can get you there.
Does that mean we get to be pirates again?
Yeah, boy.
That's about where we're gonna stop for the night.
Indeed.
And everybody's gonna go up a level.
Yay. Actually, I'll keep recording for that. We'll level up. So,
You know what? Just out of curiosity, we'll roll if I did.
character sheet.
Yeah, but it still would not have made sense for your character.
I know, but I just wanted to see what would happen.
Paladin level 2.
Where is the level?
How do I change it?
You click on the pencil, then you click on the number next to your class, and you can upgrade to the next level.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The pencil.
The pencil allows you to edit the sheet. If
Oh.
it's yellow, if it's yellow, you're in edit mode. If it's gray, you're in normal mode.
Okay, hit the pencil, and now where?
Go up to your classes, to the right of your name.
There we go.
Yeah. Click on the one, and it'll bring
Bring a list of numbers, so you can click on 2.
Okay, and then just hit the pencil again after that.
Actually, you want to keep it going for a moment because
Oh.
I think we have to roll
Actually,
for hit dice.
You can change your HP without being in edit mode.
Okay, so everybody is 2 now, right?
Yes.
Roll level 2,
Okay.
and I get a plus D10 hit die. Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure what I go up on. So
Yeah,
actually-
I don't know. what
It's right next to your hit
mine-
points.
Hit dice. So but you gotta roll a 2. Like for Shogoth, you roll a D6 plus 1. And I'm gonna make a
And
special. I'm gonna make a special ruling.
Plus
You-
1.
I'm not allowing anyone to roll less than half of their hit dice. So if you roll less, like if Shogoth rolls less than a 3, it gets counted as a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
Alright,
more
so
on the
then-
money.
Now I'm trying to remember how to roll a die on the
/R
slash
and
R.
then
1D
1d6.
1d6 plus 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
so wait, we actually have to. I don't get what's going on right now.
I typed
So-
that in the
Roll your hit dice because you're adding it to your HP.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay,
when you look at your
so
character
two-
sheet, you have the hit dice there, right? You're going to
Yeah,
roll. It says like a 2D something. That last number is the number of number side die you roll once for.
Okay.
The
So
extra
just
the
one-
extra hit dice that are added there are for when you rest or when you long rest.
Okay. All right.
And actually, TZ updated his sheet slightly wrong, so I'll fix that for you.
5, 6
and
with
that
my
didn't- and that did also-
constitution.
that you didn't include the Constitution bonus with the.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
Constitution.
that would have been 22.
Extra.
But this is the number you got to change.
6,
Oh.
7.
Okay.
That's the number that's right under the what you currently have. The one
Okay,
that's
so
smack in the center is what you
Current over max. Yeah, okay.
okay, so I just had to hit the D thing on the hit die.
Okay, hold on. What did?
Okay, and input value.
Hold up.
Just how many dice you're rolling.
Oh, so just one.
Technically, you're
correct?
rolling one, but you shouldn't have clicked the hit die because again, that's for resting.
Oh,
Mhm.
What
I
you
just
want to
saw-
do is you want to take the number of the
Right with the
die.
question mark, you can open a bunch of.
Okay, so Thordor actually rolled an 8.
So
You actually rolled your max.
yeah.
So you literally went from 12 to 24.
So mine was 1d8, so that
Man,
should
throw
be
an 11
just
on a D8.
2.
So you got a
Okay.
1d8 plus whatever your constitution is.
Oh, my constitution. Okay. So 4. So I went up to 14.
well,
Except, as I specified, you can't roll less than half your dice, so you actually got 6.
Okay.
so okay.
4, 5, 6. Yep.
Do I count the thing I rolled, or do I need to do it again?
What did you technically did it right.
You
So
technically got it right, but yeah.
you like Deadlock rolled a max, so you literally just doubled your HP.
Okay.
So you're at 14 now.
Okay.
As a
Which is good because sorcerers don't have a lot of health, so that's probably a good thing to have a little bitter now.
I don't
So
know.
yay!
Do we get
And,
anything else? Or...
That depends upon your character.
Hold on. You're gonna have to pick your spells, but we'll do that. I'll talk to you about that later off.
Yeah, let's do the spells later. I kind
Yeah, we could do spells off later.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the stream then. So
Okay.
thanks
Good
everybody
call.
for watching. We'll see you all later.
Cool. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Uh,
And Saul says